This video falls under fair use. Fair use allows commentary, criticism, and reactions. What's up? Back with another one. So today I'm going to show you this clip of Joe Budden speaking on Angel Reese.
Let's not start this hyper-focusing on Amani.
That's important.
Yes, please.
That's why I tried to
I did want to fall back to what you were saying about Angel Reese at the Victoria's Secret.
People were going off about it. I thought she looked great.
She looked great.
Going off how? Going off.
No, I mean, like how they were going off.
Going off in a bad way? No, I mean like celebrating her.
Oh.
I mean like people were saying this is great. You know, some people said she should be focused on it.
They was going off on her too.
Really?
Also.
Yeah. Why?
Because she made a big deal out of being to be civilized.
Oh. But that's not...
She was out. I'm not saying I don't civilize her.
We sound dumb when we say this.
How?
Because
that's not being.
That's not being.
She's modeling.
All right, somebody.
Still laughing at what he
Mark,
said
define what being civilized is for me, please.
Yeah, that's not true. That's right.
I mean,
what does being civilized mean?
Look it up. Being sort of dehumanized and seen purely as a sex object, as opposed to.
I don't think walking in a high visual fashion event would qualify.
Because that kind of means that anytime you show your body, people have a right to objectify you.
So if you go to the beach and you wear a bathing suit, you would have to be sexualized in that moment. If you just don't,
no,
she was there for a reason.
Sexualized, to render sexual, endowed with sexual characteristics.
Right. So, but when we say that like every day, we mean like, or not every day, but in this context, it's like to do that at the expense of the other stuff. So like, if I'm watching the basketball, I'm looking at you bounce up and down the court. I'm you. If I'm not thinking about you as a basketball player, I'm only thinking about you as through the lens. That's the issue, and she does. I think that's what she doesn't want. It's like, yeah, I'm attractive. I want you to know that I'm attractive. You might even be attracted to me, but I want you to see these other things, and I want you to not focus.
And the best way to do that is to walk
down the wrong way with your
my
she's modeling.
That's getting
I'm with her.
That's getting precariously close to she was asking for it.
Yeah, like come on, she's modeling. It's a occupation that a lot of people partake in.
Modeling,
come on,
it's a professional career.
Come on, y'all.
Wait,
let me ask you a question.
I'm saying there's something wrong with that? Because that's not what.
No, I know you're not saying there's nothing wrong with modeling. You're by saying
I'm only saying that the people that were giving her heat is because of the statement coupled with what she did.
Sure. But her statement has nothing to do with the action.
I think both of those things would be ignorant.
Yeah.
I'm not civilizing Angel Reese.
Her statement doesn't negate her from being able to do that without having the two to be the same. Like she can be a model and she can model in Victoria's Secret modeling show and then not want to be civilized.
Somebody could look at that and say the words don't match the action. It's the same that we did with Anthony Edwards when he said, I don't want to be a superstar, but I'm behaving like I want to be a superstar.
Sure.
If you are modeling, this is a young girl that we're talking about.
Because you are modeling lingerie.
It's the same sentiment.
So if you are modeling lingerie or you are modeling women's underclothes or men's underclothes for that matter, you
have to do that knowing that a portion of the audience will be sexualizing you.
If you are modeling bras, somebody's looking at your you can't tell that person
they're not modeling the outfits for us. They're modeling it for the women who's going to purchase. So they're not. What?
I just want to finish my sentence.
Oh my God.
That's all I'm saying. If you are modeling bras,
everybody calm down.
I'm fine. If you're modeling bras or underwear, you can't control how somebody views you modeling bras or underwear.
Cool, but what I think she's saying is y'all her when she's not doing that.
I think that's the point.
I don't want to just be reduced to this.
She was wearing jean shorts with the bottom of her cheeks poked out.
When was this? What day was it?
That's what she was wearing. They kept complaining about that they were seeing her.
That's not what she was just doing.
I'm not
talking
about
when she initially felt.
I understand that, but let's talk about this event and what happened now and the people who are talking and referring to this event. This event, she was somewhere being a runway model for a big brand that has nothing to do with anything that happened before that. So you shouldn't be able to take that past moment and now intertwine it with what she did last night. Like it's not the same.
And I also think sexualization is in context. I'm not sure. I mean, she can speak for herself. I'm curious to hear her talk about it later. I'm not sure she would say that after this event. I think she was saying it in the context of being a women's basketball player. Like in this context, don't sexualize me. Like let me be a player. I don't know. I do think, to Joe's point, that if you're wearing a thong, modeling Victoria's Secret in front of millions, that you might have an expectation that some people are going to sexualize you.
Dog, do we
basketball?
I just love to finish my sentence.
Oh, you're right. That's why I shut up.
But I think that that's different than being in the other context and being So I think she should be allowed to say that in both things. Like, see me as a basketball player when I'm playing basketball. If I'm doing some sexy, of course I want you to see me as sexy.
Let me just jump in real quick. This situation is interesting. Angel Reese has been vocal about wanting to be respected for basketball, not the outside noise. But then she pops up in a Victoria's Secret campaign, and it just sends mixed signals. You can't ask the public to ignore the glam when you're leading with it.
But
I agree with that.
Yeah, not when I'm setting screens.
I agree with that as well.
Yeah.
That wasn't where the criticism came from initially. The criticism didn't come from her playing basketball. The criticism came from her outside of the basketball arena, the clothes that she was wearing. People started making comments about that. We talked about it up here. So what I'm saying is, you never hear anybody say anything about Asia or Skylar Diggins or any other beautiful women.
Said some things about Skylar.
No, everybody, we all.
When she first got to the
take
league,
Skylar out of it.
Yeah, when she first got to the league,
just saying she was bad.
We all realized. Well, they did. Them.
So what I'm saying is, dog, that the outfits that she was wearing brought on a level of attention that most female athletes weren't getting in the WNBA, and that was the criticism. So for people to say, yo, if you don't want to be looked at as an actual object, I'm not saying I agree with it. I understand their mentality. If you don't want to be looked at as an actual object, then don't put on some sexy half-naked and walk down a runway, because the two things conflict if this is where your values lie. I understand that argument.
And that's what I struggle with.
Just to add to that, I will say that Angel Reese has a microscope on her
at all times.
I don't think that Skylar and the rest of them have.
No, nobody else.
I agree with that.
Like, she's got a red X on her.
I agree with that.
And that's why I'm saying, like, I do think if we do certain things in the world, we should be eyes wide open about how the world's going to read us. I just always understood her to be saying, don't sound sexy when I'm wearing booty shorts. But again, like, don't let that come at the expense of you seeing
me as an athlete.
That's the thing I think. Yeah, that's all I want for her and everybody.
What's up? So what are my thoughts about this? Here's the thing. When Joe Budden breaks down this whole Angel Reese situation, he's pointing to the contradiction that a lot of people are seeing. On one hand, she says she doesn't want to be seen as a social media figure or fashion girl. She wants to be taken seriously as a hooper. But at the same time, she's doing major modeling campaigns, red carpets, and viral photo shoots that have nothing to do with the game. Now, nobody's saying she shouldn't get her bag or explore other opportunities, but the messaging feels split. When you're telling the world to stop talking about what you wear or how you look, but then turn around and lead with it in the media, the public's gonna respond to that. That's what Joe was getting at, not hate, just calling out the contradiction. The world's watching, and with athletes today, the line between branding and ball has gotten real blurry. The issue isn't about modeling itself, it's about consistency and how you want to be perceived. Some folks feel like she's chasing both lanes without owning either fully. And when you're building a legacy in sports, that mixed branding can distract from the actual game. Joe just called it how he saw it. If basketball respect is what's most important, the focus has to match that. Okay, so drop a comment, smash that like button, and make sure you subscribe for more videos like this, and I'll see you in the next video.